that would explain his reaction at the wedding. He always takes a 45-minute nap after work, and so I used that as my opportunity to swipe his phone from where it was charging on his desk so that I could look through it.
Was he 57?
I've seen him put in his passcode a ton of times, so that wasn't an issue.
What do you mean you've seen him?
What do you mean?
What do you mean you've seen him put in his passcode a ton of times, so that was an issue? Like, oh, I was easy to able to hack it because I secretly used his passcode. No, you said me openly sharing phones.
You should have the Face ID.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah.
I didn't find anything in his text with her, but I know that Jim goes on Instagram a lot, so I checked there too. The immediate red flag was that he used an app lock that required a passcode to access Instagram, but the dumbass used the same passcode that he uses to unlock his phone, so I got into that right away. It's his birth year. Go figure.
Dumb ass.
And what would you know? I go to his messages with Misha and find messages from him the morning after our wedding, telling her how beautiful she had looked that night, how much he'd missed her, how he felt that her boyfriend being there spoiled his opportunity to catch up with her, and that he was desperate to meet up with her. Misha never replied to these messages, and he sent some more to her later that day. I won't get into what he said because they were very personal insults that were frankly just gross, but just think about the kind of stuff that you would read on the Nice Guys subreddit. Misha left him on read, and when I clicked on her account, it appears that she blocked him. I scrolled through their messages quite far back, and I believe nothing romantic has happened between them. I wish that was all, but looking into his other conversations on Instagram, I found that he's been messaging other girls on there. These seemed like aspiring Instagram model types from our area. Most of these conversations were just him shooting his shot and getting left on read, but others had evolved into flirting, and 2 of them resulted in sexting. And the most embarrassing part of all, the nudes he was sending to these women weren't even of him. I know what his body looks like, and he doesn't have chiseled abs and isn't that well endowed. Endowed? How do you...
No, that was good.
I think he must have found a man's profile on some adult website and used those pictures just cropping the face out. These 2 conversations happened in the past 6 months.
Oh my God, it's pathetic.
I ended up texting his mom and his brother from my phone, asking them to come and pick him up from the apartment, and then I went to wake him up. I told him that I knew about the girls he was messaging on Instagram and that he needed to pack a bag and get the hell out before I started throwing his stuff out on the street and causing a scene. He started crying and begging me not to kick him out and swore that they were just messages and that he would never actually cheat on me. But I don't believe him for a second.
That is cheating.
That is cheating.
Yep.
Then he had the nerve to tell me that he didn't want me to tell anybody else about what he'd done, but I had